Video Fashion Models, Top Models of the World is the ultimate model competition series. We're counting down 100 extraordinary catwalkers from every corner of the planet, from the land down under to the Far East, from sultry South America to the U.S. heartland. We're ranking each region's most stunning strutters. In this program, we're counting down girls from Spain, Italy, and France. Romance languages aren't the only thing these models have in common. All 8 beauties have left an indelible mark on the industry. Get to know Audrey.
I'm gonna buy a house in India and live there and maybe help children.
Aymeline.
When you run after something, you miss the things who are coming to you.
Bianca.
Before I was studying other things like ancient Greek, ancient Latin, but it was so boring.
Carla.
I'm Italian, but I've been raised in Paris, so I'm half French, Italian blood and French education.
Constance.
I get discovered in my hometown, in the north of France, and by a local agency, very small agency.
Esther.
So you have to fight for your dreams, and I guess they come true.
Mariacarla.
I think I put a lot of passion in what I do, and I really like give myself to fashion. I make them manipulate me, you know.
And Sigrid.
I'm from the Caribbean, the French part, an island called Martinique. I know, sounds exotic.
Watch and find out which of these 8 runway romantics is #1 on our list. And you too can choose your favorite. And to kick off the countdown, at number 8, it's Ameline. Meet Aymeline. Her sculpted visage and mature gaze have captivated casting directors all over Europe. We tracked Aymeline down backstage at Marnay to find out how she went from French teenager to runway star.
It's quite complicated because many times people ask me to do shoot for them, and so they was like, I'm gonna pay you. I was like, okay, pay me. Then after they show my picture, and then people contact me again and again and again until that there is an agency, a woman in Paris who have been interested and heard about me. They call me and they say, okay, why not? I'm from France. The food, the bread, even if it's food also, but it's different. What else? The wine, the culture in general. My dad was in the army, so we move all the time, so I'm just from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. I'm just French, but my mom is from Mediterranean and my dad from Atlantic, so. If I wasn't modeling, my dream was to be a painter and a sculptor, but I can't live with this. You can't make money and just have a house and food with that. Then I wanted to be a journalist, but because I was too pretty, they didn't take me for serious when I saw with some intern the way they tried the cute women. Not very nice. They're very like, if you're beautiful, you're gonna be clever. Okay. And what else? And in the future, I'm gonna do product design. I write down my ideas, I make the prototypes, draw the prototypes. I have a lot of ideas that I can't give it to you because otherwise, copyright. It's not like you wake up one day and you say, I want to be a model. I don't want to be a model. It's not something that you have to want because I don't feel model neither, you know. When you want something, it's good, but you have to be realistic. It doesn't depend on what you want, because in modeling, it's not what you want that you do, it's what the people want for you. For every job, I'm sure you started this job in this way, no? You was doing something else and somebody come to you and said, do you want that? And you say, yeah, why not? When you run after something, you miss the things who are coming to you.
At number 7, it's island girl Sigrid. Runway regular Sigrid Agren isn't afraid of a little hard work. Determination and passion are the keys to her success.
I mean, I wouldn't do it if I didn't like it because it's a hard job, I think. I'm French. I'm from the Caribbean, the French part, an island called Martinique. I know, it sounds exotic. I did the elite model look contest. I was in the top 15 international final. I saw it was in the newspaper that they announced that there were going to be the contest. It was in a supermarket, like in a mall in my island, and my mom was shopping there, so I just went. But I never thought I'd never thought about it before. I was 14, but then I didn't start until I was 16.
Sigrid's family supports her flourishing career.
It's cool, and they like seeing the magazines, like the editorials, and then seeing the shows. They think it's a really great opportunity to travel, and yeah, so they're glad I'm doing it, and that I'm glad of doing it. I really love shows. It's very exciting. Just seeing how inspired the designers are, always finding new inspirations and doing. I think this season I really like. I mean, all the collection I think are really great, but it's hard at the same time. So in Fashion Week, don't get as much sleep, and it's like all day. But yeah, but I enjoy it. It's my third season. I did New York, London, and tonight I'm going to Paris. Yeah, for the last week. You get used to it quickly. All the photographers backstage and know everybody, and makeup artists and the other girls. I wasn't really interested in fashion. I never looked at magazines, but now I'm really excited to see like the new stuff, seeing what I'm gonna buy next season, finding beautiful clothes.
Modeling isn't the only thing on Sigrid's agenda.
I'm still at school, so I'm studying at the same time, finishing this year. I like science, I like physics, chemistry. Yeah, it's very different, but yeah, I mean, I won't be modeling all my life, so.
Landing at number 6, it's the angelic Constance. Though Paris is known as a major fashion capital, French modeling scouts had to venture outside the City of Lights to find the lovely Constance Jablonski.
I get discovered in my own town, in the north of France, and by a local agency, very small agency. And this agency introduced me to the big agency, Elite Model, and that's it. I finished high school. I was graduate last year, and yeah, I started modeling right after. I think it was not very the spirit of my plan, because yeah, I'm from France, and you know, in France the studies are very important and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to try the new world and try some experience. And actually, it's going very good. I loved it, and I will take back my studies later. I love sports. I used to play a lot of tennis before. Now, it's kind of hard with the modeling, but when I can, I play. And also like volleyball or lots of things, yeah.
Despite the constant jet lag, there's one perk about modeling this on-the-go girl can't complain about.
Traveling. Traveling is the best. Oh, I've been in Africa, I've been in Brazil, in America, a couple of places in Europe like Norway, London, Milan of course, Spain.
With a thick passport and a full wallet, this French beauty is still cautious with her cash.
I'm not spending everything right now. I prefer to save some for the future, of course, but just, of course, some clothes because I like fashion, and for my friends and my parents, some nice presents, and yeah, for traveling.
With hundreds of runway shows under her belt and clients including H&M, Estée Lauder, and Victoria's Secret, expect to see much, much more from this charming runway star. Landing at number 5, meet ultra-sexy Bianca.
I'm Bianca Balti.
Bold, bubbly Italian beauty Bianca Balti stumbled into a modeling career.
I was looking for a job for paying my holidays, no? And I found this, so great, but I did not my holidays. No, I really didn't want to become a model. I mean, it's good, like job, really good, but anyway, I didn't want to lose my time. I mean, I was studying before, and I really just wanted to make, for 1 month, some work to pay my holidays. But I found this, and now I stopped to go to school just for these few years, and then I will restart. I just started to study web design. Before I was studying other things like ancient Greek, ancient Latin, but it was so boring, so I stopped. No, in this couple of years, I will for sure continue to be a model, for sure. After, I would like to do the fashion school. But I don't want just to learn to design the clothes. I want to be able to do also, because I have so much fun. I already do some clothes for me, and Marc Jacobs really like it. And so I think I will have a future in the... I went to the casting for Marc Jacobs, and everybody was asking me, oh wow, beautiful dress, where did you buy it, no? And me, I told, I did buy myself, and they were like, wow. And after, also Marc Jacobs arrived, and he asked me the same thing, and so he was like, oh, but you don't need a school, you're already good. But anyway, I would like to do the school for sure, because you know, I have to do always better than I do now, no?
At number 4, get to know Audrey. She's been called everything from a crazed version of Kate Moss to the 90s Penelope Tree. And even as a teen, it was clear that model-turned-actress Audrey Marnay had a bright future.
My name is Audrey, I'm French. I'm gonna be 17 the 14th of October. I started like around 2 years ago. Travel a lot, but you know, yes, it's nice and not nice sometimes, because you know, you're just staying like for 2 days in a country, so you're like, you don't see anything, but that's nice to travel. You meet a lot of people. The worst thing, people treat you like objects, you know, not like a human. That's the worst part here. Yeah. So you're like, get off my hair, you know, because you're too tired. Everybody, touch your hair all the day, your face. That's very tiring, and you're like, whoa, that's terrible. And sometimes, you're so tired that you become not nice anymore. I miss, the fresh hair, my friends, people who are not in fashion. I like them, because that's very, like relaxing. I'm gonna buy a house in India and live there and maybe help children and help the poor people there.
Coming in at number 3, it's exquisite Italian Mariacarla. By now, we're all familiar with the dark Italian beauty of Mariacarla Boscono, who has graced the world's top catwalks for over a decade. But she has had to defend her dark locks from the wayward snips of friend and hairstylist Eugene Solomon.
Watch out, Eugene! I was exactly like this, fake, and then he wrong and he got mine. We did the Italian Vogue, and he chopped a little bit on my hair, not in purpose though, and so I had to chop his hair back, you know what I mean? Eye for eye, yeah.
Eugene may have been onto something all along though.
Because it's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna have something which is gonna transform me into something else and more glamour.
And Mariacarla was the talk of the winter shows with her glamorous new Ameline blonde crop. Regardless of her new look, it's Mariacarla's playful personality and her passion for the model's role in realizing an artistic vision that has made her an industry favorite.
I really give myself to fashion. I make them manipulate me, and I try to be smart about it. That's why I think people appreciate it and work towards the develop of not being a model, but just let's work towards what we are creating, this art. It's a little bit kind of a Zoolander thing so with me. I hope it's not that ridiculous, but when I work towards to be a model, kind of it's funny, and I have a laugh. I'm very self-ironic about it, and that's what is fun, I never take myself too serious, but then at the end I take myself so serious because that's the only way to make it believable. Well, I think I'm lucky because I work with everybody in fashion business, so I make my choice now, and I have my my family around me, people that I really love, and I kind of I'm gonna love for the rest of my life beyond me being a model. For me now it's family. I have Valentina, I have Carla, I have Jean-Paul, I have Stefano Valade, I have Riccardo Ticci. They're all I just work for pleasure.
At number 2, meet Spanish sensation Esther. After encouragement from her mother, Spanish-born Esther Cañadas pursued her dream of modeling. She went on to master the runway and landed the lucrative image campaign for DKNY.
It was fun. When we do something that is just great because you wear an amazing dress, and it's not you only go there and work and show it and leave. You're doing some part of something, part of some acting or some idea the designer have in his mind.
Designers love this full-lipped beauty with the incredibly sensual walk.
I think she has one of the strongest faces, new faces around at the moment. I really do. It's an amazingly strong face. The feature's extraordinary. And it's a joy to make up for me. So it's a heavenly face. It has all the elements. Great big eyes, huge mouth, this wide expanse, this gorgeous skin. She's gorgeous.
Through work, she met her husband, model Mark Vanderloo. But the super couple is no longer together. Work still keeps Esther very busy, and her eye is set on the silver screen.
I would like to do something like acting. Well, I pretty much take like decisions which I feel they're like what I want to do with my life always. Like, you know, I really want to be a model, so I didn't know if it was going to happen or it wasn't, but you just do it because it's what you wanted to do. So you have to fight for your dreams, and I guess they come true.
Topping our countdown, it's Italian beauty turned French First Lady, Carla. She's been a supermodel, a scandalous paramour, a chanteuse, and one of fashion's best dressed. Carla Bruni Sarkozy would eventually spend 4 years as France's First Lady. But first, she spent a decade as a top model.
I grew up in Paris. I've been born in Italy, so I'm Italian. But I've been raised in Paris, and it's been now 17 years that I'm living in Paris. So I'm half French, Italian blood and French education. Nice mix. Nobody found me, nobody asked me. I just went by myself into my agency, which is still the same one, City. And they took me with no pictures, with nothing at all. I've been very lucky. I just wanted to be busy, to have fun, you know, really to have fun. Stop asking money to my models.
Carla Bruni modeled from 1987 to 1997, and video fashion has been there throughout. As a model, she has always embraced her assets and has even taken work that may have been considered shocking.
Well, it's like a knife with two sides, you know, I would say. It brings a lot of publicity to us. And at the same time, sometimes it's annoying. So I'm not going to complain about it, right? This is a short job, so let's press the lemon until we have juice. Glasses, you look very much like a star.
Oh, I learned myself very well. It's very good for a woman in a way that we really know how we are after. We really know how to put ourselves in the best way we can ever be, you know, for our own lives. That's very good. You learn your body, exactly, your face, all this money. That's a nice souvenir.
I like feminine looks and I like simple looks. I'm a classic person myself. I like classic clothes.
Her classic tastes have proven to be a boon now that she's in the political spotlight. Ironically, her early thoughts on life and love were fortuitous.
That's the only difficult part, is the private life, which has to be a way if you do it properly, if you work a lot. Well, I choose busy man. I choose a very busy man so he can stay, do his work.
She's a busy woman with a lucrative singing career, yet she has always stayed true to herself.
You always have to stay in reality, you know, never forget that it's a very lucky position. Shouldn't forget that. Maybe not to forget that we're doing only clothes, not history, not yet.